Right, here we go again. Now, this is some continuing tests that I've been doing on this MLI Schools steam engine. I'm an experiment to try and get a decent current out of the Dynamo, or albeit a Johnson 660 electric motor. Fairly hefty motor, 6 volt, 3 to 6 volts, something of that ilk. We've managed to get it running another SE3, driving a 3 volt lamp. We did try 6 volt, didn't work, just couldn't get enough current. We managed to get a reasonable glimmer out of it. However, I've decided now to rethink it again, and essentially now I've gone back to doing something properly, and we've got this SE3. This is a Griffin in George version with a silver soldered bulletproof boiler. I've checked all the pipe work around here. The previous SE3 had a leak coming from the end cap due to some dezinkification, and also a slight leak on one of the steam inlet pipes here. So this one now is the Griffin in George version, which I'm expecting great things of, and this will be driving the Dynamo. Now I've rigged it up so I've got enough tension on it. I've got some Meccano strips keeping the two engines apart and keeping a reasonable tension on this belt. I've also set up now a rig whereby there's a 1-to-1 drive from the 1-inch pulley on the SE3 to a 1-inch pulley on this little transfer shaft, and this is a 2-inch pulley, so it's stepping it up basically 1 to 2, and then basically we're driving the small pulley on here. I'm hoping to get a decent current out of this now. Sort of the bottom line is the Stewart ST1 unit is simply, of my view, simply just not up to the job. It won't drive this. It might have driven the smaller MLI mounted Dynamo, but it certainly can't drive this. If it does drive it, all it'll do is produce a small amount of current which might be able to be picked up on a meter of some description. It just is not man enough for the job. End of story. So we're going to try this setup in a moment. I'm just going to charge up the boiler and the lamp on the SE3, and we'll see what we can get out of this, and hopefully maybe get a little bit something brighter on that little 3 volt lamp. Just as a background, you almost in some respects, the Griffin in George engine, which was part of the Malvern energy conversion kit, was a direct competitor to the MLI outfit with its various experimental add-ons such as dynamos, pulleys, clockwork motors, and so on. So you could almost say this is a bit like Griffin in George versus MLI in the 1960s, 1970s school engine stakes, or school steam engine experimental stakes. So we're going to give it a try. We'll see what comes out of it and draw conclusions from that, and hopefully it'll be quite entertaining to actually watch as well. So bear with me, I'll just get this little ensemble up and running, and then we can see whether we have success or failure.